Hello everyone, my name is Satish Kumar son of Shanmugam and my partners are Logaraj Damodaran and Sadgunan Pubalan. We are from eNet company and we have been assigned to create a website for Akusuka Bakery. Firstly, let me show you our website homepage design. This is our website homepage design. It contains company name, company logo, link tabs such as home, about info, book a table for booking, bakery menu, contact tab and location info, icon, company's motto and social media links such as Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. Nextly, the login page. Here is the client zone section where the registered members will log in using their registered email and password. Then comes the registration section as in the picture above. In order to register into the website, the users should enter the required information as in the picture, and they will be registered into the website once the process is done. This is the About section of our website. It is designed to show the simple details about the bakery. Product menu. In the menu section, the products that are available in the bakery will be shown with a simple description of items and prices of the items. They are also divided into two parts, which is main menu and the other one is desserts. More details about the item will be shown once the user clicks on the item. In this order form page, the customers can select their desired product to be ordered. After that, the system will show the order booking section. In the order booking section, the customers can select their payment method, delivery date and time. Regarding the payment method, there are two payment methods available in this section, which is bank deposit method and the other one is cash on delivery method. As I mentioned earlier, we have provided 3 social media platforms to check out the information about the bakery. In Facebook page, the promotions and information about the bakery will be updated. Instagram, it is used to update the instant updates about the bakery and also the promotions of the bakery. And lastly, YouTube. The videos on upcoming dishes will be uploaded in YouTube. That's all from me. Next, my partner will take over from here. Thank you.
Okay, hello, my name is Logaraj. Okay, let me explain you how we apply Schneiderman's golden rule in our website. Okay, the first rule of Schneiderman's golden rule is strive for consistency. Okay, this rule had been applied in the home page design of the website. Each and every tabs had a link in the home page and uses the same method of accessing. To go through all the tabs, the same action to be taken, which is the visitor of websites just need to click on each tabs in it, which means our websites. Okay, the rule also applied to the bakery menu field. To know the details of an item in the menu list, the user can simply click on each item option to check out for the item's details. Okay, next, the second rule of Schneiderman's golden rules is enables frequent users to use shortcuts. Okay, in the website designs, visitor can use shortcuts to do quick tasks as in the picture above. If a user wants to take note the bakery address, they can use the Ctrl plus C key combination to the copy address. Another examples, such if they wanted to paste their email ID on email query field, they can simply copy their email and use Ctrl plus V key. Again, Ctrl plus V key combination to paste their email ID on that field. Thus, the design had applied second golden rule by enabling the users to use shortcut ways to any websites. Okay, the third rule of Schneiderman's golden rules is offer informative feedback. Okay, these rules, the picture above shows the information after booking the table in the bakery by a customer in the websites. The customer had select and order the table he or she want, the time, session and the date. So as per informative feedback, this information had been shown after the table's booking. The fourth rule of Schneiderman's golden rules, design dialog to yield closure. This is a message that given by the website after a customer sent a message or feedback to the company. Once the customer sent the message, the system indicates the confirms and the customer that the message written by the customer, which means the feedback, customer had been sent to the bakery shop. So the fourth rule has been applied in this design, which means in our website. So the following rules will be continued by my partner Sadgunan.
Hello, I'm Sadgunan Pubalan. I'll explain about how we applied other 4 golden rules of Schneiderman. Okay, the first rule I'm going to explain is offer simple error handling. In the client zone, when a customer tries to enter an unrecognized email by the website, the system will show an error message like this. By showing this error message to the customer or a visitor able to know that this email ID is not valid in the website and will take an action in order to continue with the process. The next rule is permit easy reversal of action. This picture above shows an order had been made up upon an item. If the order is to be cancelled, the customer can cancel the order quickly by clicking on the cancel order option. They can actually reverse their order by using this option. So from here the permit reversal of action rule was applied in the website design. The next is support internal locus control. This rule states that in a web environment, the user should be in the initiators of action instead of responders, and this is due to increase the trust of the users that the user have control over the system. In this design, the rule have followed according to the above picture. The system asks the user to send to get a permission on giving push notification on special deals. The choice of accepting and declining the notification is totally depends on the user and not the system which choose to do it. So the user is the initiator of doing an action in this website. The last rule is reduce short-term memory load. This last golden rule have been applied in the website design proven by the figure above. The figure shows search field within the website. In the search bar, a user can search for anything related to the products available in the website. So when a user search for a product in the search bar, the search will be saved as a history, so when the user attempt to search again, the previous searches will be shown under the search bar as a suggestion. Thus, the 8th rule had been applied here. And that's all from me. Thank you.